Well, we're going to play a little game now. Ryan Wilson's headlines. Friday's Monday morning headlines. So let me explain really quickly. Ryan Wilson is going to protect the headlines that we are going to see on Monday. Not an easy job, but Ryan Wilson joining us now. So Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski said that Sanders will play the majority of Panthers preseason opener tonight. About 50 plays of game work is what we're expecting when we wake up on Monday morning. What's going to be the headline coming out from the Browns-Panthers game? What do you think?
Hey, Jeanty, good to see you. And I think producer Noah loves this segment more than me, by evidence of that silly graphic that I always am surprised by. But here's what we're going to hear Monday morning when it comes to Shedeur. And no, Dion didn't write the headline. Shedeur is a star. Producer Noah is also the headline writer of the Wilson Times. He got promoted this summer because he's done such a great job. Here's the thing. Here's the caveat, Jeanty, because I went back and looked at my notes from 23 and 24 in terms of grading these rookies during the preseason. Dorian Thompson-Robinson balled out in the preseason in 2023. Kenny Pickett is a second-year player, balled out during the preseason. That hasn't quite worked out for those guys. I think Shedeur might be different. I think he's going to play really well tonight, as Dion has talked about, and I think that's going to just move the conversation forward, Jeanty, one that we've all been sort of waiting on in pins and needles. Should he get more looks as QB1? Currently, it's Joe Flacco. Everyone else is injured. Joe Flacco is also 40. So ball out tonight, Shedeur, and he is well on his way to being a star, Jeanty.
I'm a man. I'm 40. We're going to see what happens tonight. There's a lot of pressure on Shedeur, and hopefully he just goes out there and shows the world what he can accomplish. We got another guy that has a lot of pressure on him. Saturday, 4 p.m., J.J. McCarthy, the Minnesota Vikings, going up against the Houston Texans. Give me your Friday, Monday morning headline for that game.
All right, JJ, I'm pulling for you, fingers crossed, but I think Monday morning there will be more questions than answers after he faces the Houston Texans. The good news for JJ is that Houston is not going to play a lot of starters. The bad news for JJ is that their second and third team defensive players are really, really good. So he'll get a true test, and in his defense, he's gotten a true test by facing that Brian Flores defense each and every day, and there have been ups and downs. The other good thing to think about with JJ is that he had a really good preseason game last season, only one of those things because of the knee injury that kept him out. But I think Kevin O'Connell needs to work his magic, because I'm a little concerned about what this looks like long-term over the course of the season, because I always go back to Michigan, Jeanty, where he wasn't asked to do a bunch of that offense and won the national title just because everyone else was so good. So he's going to have to step up at some point, and I think this week one preseason game is going to lead to more questions before we get some answers.
If anyone can work magic, though, Kevin O'Connell is certainly that guy. How about the Tennessee Titans? We have Cam Ward making his first start for the team against the Bucs. What are we going to be reading about? We got the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. What do you think?
Yeah, quick story here. Producer Noah just called me to make sure I understood the concept. He went with this headline. I'm older than you and Tommy combined. I got this. This show came out in 1960. Gotcha. You're on Candid CAM-era, because I think that Cam might struggle early. Cam, dash there, era, camera, well done, producer Noah. I think he might struggle early because, look, let's be real. This Tennessee Titans offense is probably not exactly where Brian Callahan wants it to be. It's certainly upgraded from where it was a year ago. Will Levis is currently injured. He won't play this year. And Cam made his case for why he was QB1 and the first overall pick. I just think it's going to take time to gel. But I think by the time we get to late October, early November, fingers crossed everyone stays healthy, we're going to see a different Cam, a different Titans offense, and we'll have a different conversation about what this team's going to look like going forward.
I got to throw producer Noah under the bus real quick here. He did ask me, so Candid CAM-era, what is that exactly? Like, he knew what it was, but then we had to make sure that he fully understood it. So,
oh, no.
Yeah. Sorry, Noah, I love you. All right, that game's going to be Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. All right, before we let you go, too, we're talking headlines here. And Ashton, Jeanty, I'm not asking you to make a headline for his debut because I'm sure he probably wants to forget it. The Raiders, of course, selected him 6th overall out of Boise State. He rushed 3 times, -1 yard in last night's preseason opener against the Seahawks. Is there any concern there, or is this just like got to get that first game out of the way?
Bad news is those are Ryan Wilson high school numbers. The good news is Ashton Jeanty's going to be just fine. It was week 1 of the preseason. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. I saw our colleague John Breach on earlier today asking whether he was a bust or not. I think that may be a bridge too far at this point. Ashton's going to be fine. Chip Kelly's going to make sure he's fine, and Geno Smith will as well. So no concerns about Ashton Jeanty as we sit here, literally hours removed from the first preseason game of Ashton Jeanty's career.
I think he'll be just fine. Ryan Wilson, you are always just fine. This is a fun segment. I actually really enjoyed it, and we're going to be talking much more about these headlines as the NFL season gets underway. It all starts September 7th. You can watch all the games on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. It's right around the corner. And after the break, we're going to be looking at maybe what we can expect from that 12-foot statue of Tom Brady coming to Foxborough. I think it's going to be good. What will it look like?
Or will it be bad?
Good.
We've got a few examples of bad.
This one's going to be good.
Okay.